wear my red colors as well because I have to be in red for speaking to
Canada.
Team Canada.
Canada.
Absolutely. So, Angel, thank you so much for your time. It's awesome to chat to you again. And I think you guys would definitely, and I know the British guys are going to be cross with me, but you guys were definitely the most energy at Sun City last year.
I'm not too sure. There are like quite a few teams that are very energetic, not just
Yeah.
Team Canada.
Yep.
They are actually very excited, very friendly. I met a lot of great people. We connecting with a few South African, like
Yes.
Kara Anthony
Yes.
and the husband. So and
Rodney. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
Yes. Elizabeth Barry.
Yeah,
That's a lot of energy in
yes.
such a small body, huh?
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
true. Very true. Very nice people.
Yes. So, how have you been after over the last year and a bit? How's everything been going?
Things are good. It's still just this year we went to Bench World again at Texas.
Hmm.
It's crazy hot. So it took us at least a day to adjust to the weather. You know, we're
Right.
Canadians,
Yes.
and yeah, it was actually quite wild. Like mostly I enjoyed Equip Bench the most, and I
Hmm.
coming in doing my best, and I cut weight to 47. I thought as I age, it may be better to be a bit slimmer, so
Right.
carrying less weight. So, and then it's not too bad. Like I walk around that weight class anyway. But then thinking about going to Texas with the food and barbecue,
Hmm.
it would be wise that I can eat up. So I eat up a weight class to 52 to do equip. And also enjoying a full podium. As you
Yes.
know, 47, that's not many. So I
Yeah.
actually want to be like, okay, I want to compete with people. Not sometimes, as you know, lower weight class, you only have one or two, and it's not really much of a competition. And I did. And it turns out to, um, how do I describe the emotion that day? It was quite wild. I opened heavier than the other two. I did not get the first bench, and I was like, "Wait, what? I practiced this so many times and I didn't get it. I did not
Yeah.
get it." You know how it affects your mindset
Yes.
the very first look. And then I'm like, okay, got this. Got the second one. I got the second one, and the third. When it comes down to the third attempt for all of us is okay. My I think Japanese. I know it's not Japanese. Somebody
Mm.
before me failed, and I failed, and I thought that was good because I failed. I did the 70, and
Mm.
they
Mm.
up and down a little bit, up and down. And of course, I think it's a little bit up and down, but of course, up and down is up and down. So
Yeah.
I got through, and I was like, but I did it. But anyway, and it comes down to the last lift. They're like, nobody made it. So I went by body weight. So I like my son was there saying, "Mom, you're world champion." I'm like, wait, what? Like
Yeah.
it didn't sink in. I didn't go in and getting ready. I just want to go in and have fun, be able
Yes.
to enjoy the food, and then yes, it was wild.
Oh, that's crazy. Absolutely. But you made such a valid point, and I think that's something that I love about the sport, and that's something that's loved so much about the sport is the athletes want to compete. You want your competition to
Mm,
have their best day possible, so you have to push yourself.
yes, yes, exactly. And also like with the mindset, don't ever underestimate. So it's
Hmm.
just going to the mindset thinking like, before you look at all the nominations number, I'm a number person.
Right.
I'm very number oriented, driven, analytical. But then looking at it like, and then Sean say, don't focus on others. So I've been trying not to focus on the others, but focus on myself and look focus on what I have accomplished, focus on what I can do. I just try to do my best.
Absolutely. Now, we were chatting off camp just before we came on air. Your son is coming back from Malta now, from juniors and sub juniors.
Yeah, he just came back from Malta, and
And
it's his first equip competition, as you can imagine.
yeah.
And I wasn't lifting. I wasn't allowed to be in the coach because I'm with the coach. Sean was the one of the coach there. I
Hmm.
was so nervous. You wanna know? I was so nervous on the first squat. It's always the first squat.
Absolutely. Whether you're squatting or watching or coaching.
It's the timing, the knee wraps and look at
Mm,
him because I know I personally have bombed squat at the nationals. I think it was open too heavy and it's just not right. The time zone difference and all kinds of
hmm.
things, as we all know.
Yes.
And yeah, it's just like more the mindset of now that we have been competing for quite a few years, how to be a polished lifter.
Hmm.
Not like you do what you could, like you have a whole year of training leading up to the competition, and it comes down to like for three lifts, it's only 9 minutes of your time. So how
Yes.
do you demonstrate a whole 1 year of training, prepping, getting your mindset up there? Comes down to the 9 lifts. It doesn't execute 100% perfect. What is a
Yes.
perfect day? You can expect a perfect day. It could be a misloading. It could be the timing not right, or it could be traveling time zone, or something. But then you have to learn to be a polished lifter, as my coach was saying. You can't predict a lot of things you can't control. So
That's it. Absolutely. What was it like being the mom and watching him compete, being in the audience? Did you feel torn, wanting to be in the back, wanting to run up and help him?
yes, it was so torn, and I was thinking that if you ask me, but no, of course nobody asked me because I'm not the coach. What would be the jump? What would be the next attempt? What would be the next logical thing? And I'm
Yes.
thinking like I don't, you know what? I just have to sit back and be a cheerleader for him that day. That was
Okay.
my role, being a
Awesome.
cheerleader. Yeah.
So now we're sadly not seeing you in Sun City this year. So
Yeah,
I
sadly.
have to do this.
I'm I
Yeah.
know, but Nick, as we cannot we cannot travel so much. Sometimes
Yeah.
when it comes down to like the kids, I keep calling them kids. They're older. They qualify for sub junior. As a
Mm.
parent, I want to support them. Of course, I want them to go and deprioritize my own thing.
Well, we have to give you a round of applause for that then as well. And very cool. Absolutely, you're right, 100%. But I heard some good news. You're going to be coming to Cape Town next year.
Next year, that was on the plan. So every
Yes.
year we plan our travel. Keep time is on the board.
Excellent. Okay, good. So, talking about, have you been to Cape Town before?
No, I heard
Okay.
I heard it was so beautiful. Last time I went to Sim City, some of the Canadians actually went to Cape Town, and
Yes.
then they were like, "We don't have enough time," and all that stuff. So we, as soon as we know that the World Masters is at Cape Town in 2025, we're like, "Okay, we gotta sign up for it."
Absolutely. And you have to book as much extra time as possible so that
Okay.
you can travel, because Cape Town you could literally have 2 extra weeks and not do the same
Oh,
thing every day, because there's the wine route, the wine farms, there's the beautiful coastal routes, the little towns that you could stay in, from Hermanus to Paternoster to Ribicastille to the Atlantic seaboard stuff. It's an absolute blast, and it's a beautiful, beautiful part of the country. So if you love walking, it's a
okay.
walker's dream as well, for sure. So let,
I'll keep a note of that.
awesome, good. Let's chat a little bit about your lifting. How have your cycles been going? How's the training? Are you happy? Are you on track with where you want to be?
I have decided. I think 80% decided to stay at 52
Mm-hmm.
because it's more competitive. And what else? I'm done competing this year, so I'm focusing on national next year to qualify for Masters World,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully because I missed national just happened in September. That was a qualifier for Bench World in Norway. I'm
Yes,
hoping that I still have my no my Texas results and using that to apply for a Norway bench, but we'll see.
okay,
Um,
fantastic.
yeah, so
Uh,
training has been going pretty good. I took the summer off cycle training. I did some stuff on my own. Back on track with my coach in September. So with the programming and all that stuff is good, but I'm missing my equipment. So I've
Mm,
been
mm.
training raw only, and of course I know you have to get strong in raw, and then you will be stronger in equip. But I mean, I don't know why. I just really miss my equipment.
What is it about Equip that you love so much?
It is the technicality. I think there's a
Mm,
lot of things to play with, but it comes down to the tightness of the suit, not just around the body, and the tightness of the strap, tightness of knee wraps. And I know it's weird to say that. I never find anything that hurts. So when
wow.
when people were saying that, oh, it really hurts, like I don't know. Maybe because I don't want to throw the gender thing. Maybe women have a higher pain tolerance. Maybe.
Women in equipped lifting, just as the example, definitely have a higher pain
I,
tolerance than men, for
yeah,
sure.
and yeah,
100%.
I heard because yeah, and I also heard from because both my husband and my son
Hmm.
both doing equip lifting, Sean and Zachary, and I understand. I'll put it that way. I understand the difference between male and female, so I
Mm.
understand why it hurts may be a bit more from male.
No, a lot more. A lot more.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a reason I don't do equipped. I tried it once we're in La Manga in Spain at the IPF coaching certificate, the level 2 that they had, and Dietmar Wolf, the IPF head trainer, was rapping me, and he did one leg, and I was like, nope, I'm done with this. It's not for me. Thank you. And I've got a pretty high pain threshold, so you have my
Yeah,
respect. But
yeah.
it's an
Maybe he's
interest.
used to it.
Yeah, 100%. We had one of our lifters coming back now from Malta, one of our juniors, Nicole, as well. And I see she just posted on her Instagram that she was squatting raw for the first time in a while. She said, I'm trying to teach my body how
Oh,
to squat raw again, being out of the equipment. And it is so technical. And I remember at World Bench being TC, I had the best view in the house to watch the
yeah,
coach and watch the athletes. And just, equip bench is you balancing on a knife edge, and you've got to guide it down perfectly and bring it back perfectly. And if you miss it, it's over. It's not as forgiving. There's no forgiveness in equipped.
yes, yeah. And it gets into your head too because you're already nervous.
Yes.
And then if you don't get one in, you don't get the first one in, you're getting more nervous to
Yeah.
to
Yep.
get the second one. I still remember my equip squat. I didn't get first, I didn't get second. I
Mm,
was a bit dizzy because I was cutting water loading, cutting water, cutting and all
okay.
that cutting, going to equip. It's not really ideal, so I don't do that anymore. So in the
Mm,
third one, already in my mind, it was mixed emotion. I go and I'm thinking, I need this. I really need this. But then my head is suddenly like, I don't think I can. So it is so sad. So
it's really,
yeah.
yeah. It's a battle with the mind.
Yes.
One of the good quotes I've heard on this series of talks is, it's you and the audience versus the weight on the bar. But I think it's you and the audience versus the weight on the bar and your head, because you really have to
Yes.
fight your head. Sure. How are
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
How are you seeing powerlifting growing in Canada? How's the sport developing? We chatted to a young lifter from Nova Scotia last week. He's saying how the sport's really growing and developing. He started lifting sort of in university time, and they're really, really enjoying it.
Yeah, I feel like I know that the sports have grown, especially like about like COVID, everything just gone,
Mm.
and then after COVID, we still need some time to bounce back,
Yes.
that year over year increment in terms of the membership and stuff. And yeah, and then also because I'm also a ref as well, so I've seen like people at local meets, and then it's really encouraging seeing some of the new lifters be
Hmm.
able to go to local meets and then trying to get the national qualifier to be able to qualify for nationals. And then it's really happy to see that like there was so much joy when they actually like, oh, I got the total, so you can compete in nationals and maybe in competing in worlds later. But the sports have grown. There's a lot of new lifters that I'm seeing on the other side, on the left side. And also, recently, Sean and I started Trinity Barbell. We're running meets as well. So
Okay,
we
awesome.
really love the community. Yeah, yeah. And then running the meet. So we posted the meet and it's full. So it's full within days. And then we still have like a lot of people asking, hey, are you guys full? Can we put on the wait list? I said, yeah, we can put on the wait list. And I feel bad that we don't have enough capacity. So on that note,
Mm.
I think that the sports is growing. And also, as you know, Zachary is in grade 12, looking for
Yeah.
university for next year. And then I'm looking as a mom. I know I don't have to, but I do, looking at
Yep.
some universities for him. And then by looking at university, I also know that there is like powerlifting club in certain university, Canadian
Yes.
universities. So that I know because in my old days, there's just not no such thing as powerlifting club in my old days in those
Yeah.
universities.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Absolutely. It's really and it's a great place for young people to be. We have a comment here from Steve. Oh, I'll pop it up on screen if you can see that. So he says, equipped lifting is a different sport. Absolutely,
yes,
100%. Yep.
it
And we happen to know that Steve's walking around in a brace for his arm because he ripped stuff straight off the bone. Yeah, equipped lifters. There we go. So thank you for Steve for the feedback. Speaking as a mom, and I think if you were to chat to other moms, what's the value of powerlifting for youngsters, for kids to get involved? What do they get from it? What do you see as a mom that it gives them, the sport?
You mean as a parent that your
Yes.
kids also lift, or just in general that
No, I think yeah,
kids?
yeah,
Also,
that kids lift. I mean, so you're seeing it as an athlete and as a mom of a lifter. What are the benefits you're seeing for your kids?
well, first thing is really it's like a family business for us.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
I mean, so people first lifted first, and then I remember the kids were only like 7 to 9
Mm-hmm.
years old. I was at that age of like, oh, I want to try it. Of course you can try it. We should try them with like a shower curtain, like the rod,
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
because they were so young, they're not able to do even the youth bar. I think is still too heavy for them. And then, of course, there's a lot of comments from people in general, or even my parents, in-laws,
Yep.
uncles, and aunts, always asking like, "Are you sure they can lift weight? It will make them short. They
It's
will
going to
not
stunt
grow
their
tall and
growth.
all that."
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And then we did a lot of research showing the articles, but of course, people just it's a myth. They don't believe in those. So
Yeah.
anyway, so we don't push them hard in terms of lifting heavy when they were young. So it is really important for the form. So we have a really good coach. Then we have Barry coaching the kids as well,
Mm-hmm.
making sure the form is good and sound before we get them like progressing to lifting heavier. But we never max out with the kids at that age, not until like they're more teenagers now. They go into sports. Actually, I don't even have to be like coaching Zachary. I know that he's already learned it. He has
Mm.
his phone, angle certain way, and trying new things. I watched him benching the other day. He trying to like he's not a big guy. He's trying to get that benching like people sunking it in and pressing. And he try all that. I'm like, what are you trying to angle? I'm not posting. I just want to see. So that's
Mm.
all good that he's self-learning, and he's all also like will be consulting with me and Sean about what do you think about this, and then we'll be saying like I think your body type does not go well with that kind of form, but
Mm.
of course
Mm.
you can try. I mean, I'm open for you if it works for you, just like if it works for like any on a lot of those young people that we work with. It's more about lose my hand. It's more
Yeah.
about, well, we're open if you want to try something. It's not one size fit all. I think that if you think that works, good. If it doesn't work for you, it's fine. Everybody's
Yes.
different. The body type is different. So yeah, so back to being the parent of kids lifting, it's just like a family thing. We family bonding, and then we travel together when we go to Worlds. We are with them when
Mm.
we supporting Saki Tomoto. We get the enjoy, spending a family vacation there as well. And I think it's good in the sense that we support each other. Not just I don't find myself only myself as a parent that I would telling Zachary like what I think. I also would, I mean, I would actually appreciate his perspective. He's the one helping me like at Benchwell last year. Was it last year? No, this year in Texas
Mm-mm.
that I thought I lost. I don't even know my placing because I didn't make it the third attempt. And he came into me, he's like, you know what? You're not out yet. You know, other people haven't gone, so you're not out yet. I'm like, okay. And then he's there supporting me mentally. So it's just both way. It is really great. Like I don't look at them like I always tell them. I'm not telling anymore. It's more a two-way communication with the kids, which
Oh,
is
that's
great.
phenomenal. You were talking about the fear of parents or grandparents and in-laws saying that the sport's going to stunt their growth. They're not going to grow. And I remember Coach Rodney Carroll's husband, had to deal with this big
Yes.
time because he was training kids at a school, and that's where his gym was at St. School. And all the parents, that was the main concern. But the reality is, the kids are under load for such a short period of time, and the load in proportion to body weight is much less than jumping. Jumping is really what can damage the growth plates. Jumping from 2 to 3, feet off the ground, you're landing with 2 to 3 times body weight. Kids aren't pushing that level of weight. And plus, with having them in the gym and training and exercising, they start to develop, and they see the parents, they start to develop a want to eat healthy food, to rest, to recover, to look after themselves, to get out and exercise, versus sitting on the
Mhm.
couch, eating junk food and playing computer games.
Yes.
It just, I
Yeah,
watched
that
it.
you're so
Oh,
true.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. There's a lag, so I don't want to
Yeah.
talk over you.
No, no, go for it. You go and then I'll talk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like yeah, you brought up a very good point about food and nutrition.
Mm,
So as you train, I also noticed something about my kids is they are really careful what they eat as well. I think it's just the mindset, as you know, like we're
mm,
trying to eat clean, of course. Like there stuff that we're not supposed to eat, we will, and not supposed. It's not very healthy for you, but
mm,
we
mm.
still do. But you actually know your body actually send you signal that when you eat the not so healthy stuff, you feel it, and it actually
Yeah.
affects you lift the next day. So I'm actually very happy that my kids also realize that, and they start eating, they start cooking and eating their own food, eating very healthy, bringing the lunch, and when they eat out with their friends, they also being very like not extreme way, but they know okay, today I eat this, tomorrow I should be clean, or on weekend I can eat not so clean,
Hmm.
but then back to weekdays and eat clean. Like they have that mindset as well, so that is actually really good. Back to your
And
point that you're talking about
yes,
the food and all that.
absolutely. And it's a healthy relationship with food, because it's not about eating clean to lose weight. It's about eating clean to increase your weight on the bar. It's about eating clean to perform better as an athlete, not about trying to be skinny or
Yes,
look a certain way to get
yes,
liked. Absolutely.
yes,
It,
exactly.
I watched a TED talk. I forget who was on. I think it's probably the United States Army Surgeon General. I'm not sure of the title, but he was saying the Army's facing major problems with new recruits now because of the lifestyles that are so unhealthy. Kids are sitting on the couch, they're eating badly, and what's happening is during basic training, they're breaking their femurs. They're dealing with tremendous amount of femoral breaks, and it's a huge cost to the army to treat this because the kids are so malnourished. They don't. Well, they're eating the wrong things. They're not exercising. They're not growing and developing properly. So, any parent should be putting their kids into powerlifting with a good coach, because it's a great sport. It's a great community, and it's going to make the kids healthier.
Yeah, I agree, and also not the physical strength, also the mental strength as
The
well.
men, yeah, absolutely. Have you seen that change with your kids in terms of how powerlifting has helped them mentally?
Yeah, it's a journey. So I do remember. Let me try to think which one. Oh yeah, so Texas bench.
Mm,
Zachary walking in, assuming that he would win. So that is the thing that you can never
ever do, yeah.
underestimate. Yeah, no, yeah, that is. I told him like, you know what? He underestimated. He walked in. He did not perform that well. It was like oh, like the old for me watching like the old moment. And then I remember Sean told me, "Don't say anything. He's really upset. He's very disappointed in himself." So I'm like, okay. I sit out there and like, as a parent, like, oh, are you okay? Like, I can't do that. So the whole day I can't say anything. But then he bounced back at
Mm,
night. He said, I realized. So he started opening up because he was
sure.
shutting down the whole day. And then, yeah, in the evening, he would say, oh, I realized what I did. I'm going to do this next time. I'm going to focus this. It is a growth. So it is just a mindset of how do you pick up yourself
Hmm.
when you actually like didn't expect to win or something didn't go well, and then you have to like the mindset like, okay, I'm gonna do this and this and this next time. I'll do this and this and this as you progress. This is something that we all have to learn, not just like at the young ones, but I think we all striving to learn how do you pick yourself up after you fail, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think the wonderful thing with the sport is you don't get a result you want. You understand what you have to do to fix that. And we can carry that through to other
Yes,
areas of our life. We know what we need to do to
yes.
fix. Mm.
It really helps and then it's transferable. So as I always apply that mindset at work as well, and I also
Right.
can apply anywhere else, the discipline about the resilience. As I know in your podcast, you talk a lot
Hmm.
about that. It's just transferable. Like, you celebrate small win. You don't like you some people will have big accomplishment. That is good. But
Mm.
sometimes there's still small wins like, I go here, I attend work, I make some friends. That's a small win. I
Yes,
hit a little PR, a small win. Everything is a small win. The same thing as work. Do not be a perfectionist at work. I'm a leader at work. I would hate like, you know what, you guys don't do one, two, three. You're horrible. No, you do. You get one done. Oh, that's perfect. That's good. Like
hmm,
it's celebrating small win, but actually, like would be really, really helpful for everybody's mindset, and we continue to strive.
absolutely. I mean, that's such a great attitude as well. So, are you making your guys at work do powerlifting as well, just as a way of bonding and team building?
No, I usually like when like they all know me well, so it's good and bad. Like when I travel with meeting with my sometimes my leadership team, they're like Angel, like they have steak at this restaurant. Angel, they have this. They know my diet,
Yeah.
and, and sometimes in some work event, I cannot be picky. Even though my nutrition coach like, oh, say you have this allergy and that you can't have soy and that. I mean,
Mm-mm.
sometimes I'm like, I can't. I don't want to come across to be so high maintenance and then be like. So I would just be selective in what I eat, and then usually people would look at me like, you just want steak? Yes, steak with nothing, just steak on and nothing on it. Yes, and they'll look at
Yeah.
me like, yeah.
Why?
And then
Why
when
is?
after dinner,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, why is that so hard to get across to people that work in the food industry? That just steak, no, no sauce, no basting, nothing. Just grill it. Don't even salt and pepper it. I'll do that. Just bring it into
Exactly.
me.
Don't put marinade, just, just,
No, yeah,
just salt. Nothing, no salad. No, you don't want some salad? No, no fries, just a piece of steak. Yes. And I remember that was my snack. That was like before bedtime because I was getting
mm,
hungry. So I was
yeah,
sitting with my guys, they were drinking, I'm like, getting hungry. They all ordered fries and stuff. Like, can I have steak with no fries and stuff? They said, just steak? Yeah. And then they gave me a piece of steak and everybody look at me like, what was wrong? And they were like, nothing.
yeah. And then you get your team to back you up. So we've got another comment from Steve just saying, here, great point on the previous point we were making, just with the kids and the mental resilience. So thank you, Steve, for that.
Okay.
Absolutely awesome. It's so much
Thank
fun
you.
doing this live because we're getting comments from all over the world. And yeah. And we're also wishing Steve a speedy
Yeah.
recovery on his shoulder as well. So yeah. So for you with the
Okay.
dieting and eating, it's about you eat to perform better in in the gym in training to perform better on the platform, right?
No, not so much. So I
Mm-hmm.
have Chris Fresh as my nutrition coach as well,
Mm-hmm.
and And ever since that, the initial thought is so that I don't have to do water cut. So I want
Okay,
to walk
yes.
around my weight class. I don't want to do the water cut is actually get
Okay.
me dizzy and bumped on my squat. So
Mm-mm.
that is not pleasant. So and then he introduced a different nutrition plan that actually after doing that for a few months, my weight of course went down. Not just that, that's a lot of benefit. I'm not trying to advertise him, but it is really good in terms of making sure my blood work's still good, cholesterol is good, and all that. I sleep better and
Mm.
I have less inflammation, and I find that the gut I don't have a gut anymore, even though I don't even need to do like, whatever exercise. It just disappear because there's
Yes.
no bloating, no inflammation and all that. Sleep is good. Everything feels better. It's just that it's not about,
Okay.
well, of course, but it's like, you're more like the lifting will be better. You're gaining more muscle, not the fat and all that. And you're looking at all those numbers because I track it. Again, I'm a
Of
number
course.
person.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the chart that loss is this and muscle growth is this. I'm so happy about it. So
Oh, brilliant. But and I think, if you're not bloating and you're sleeping well, it's an indicator that you're eating right and you're eating for your body, which is so vitally important.
yes,
You know, is there anyone sort of
yes.
like you would like to say hi to, give a shout out to? You've mentioned your nutritionist, your hubby, your kids. Anyone you want to say hello to?
I'm not sure. Whoever I'm not too sure who is on this, but then I
Well,
am maybe all the powerlifters going to the
the
this
Commonwealth.
coming week
Yeah.
to,
Yes.
to Sun City World, the Master World. With some the best of luck. I know that Carol's lifting, Elizabeth lifting, along with all the Canadian lifters that I know, they're all lifting, and then just good luck.
Well, speaking of Canadian lifters, we have someone special here. And speaking about World Bench, ta-da! From Mimi
Ah,
Frank. Hi, Mimi.
and yeah, Mimi and I get to hang out at Texas quite a
Yeah.
bit. So, and then we enjoy so much of the Oreos because in Texas they have different kind of flavor of Oreos, and I got
Oh, wow.
addicted to one.
Okay, which one?
It's like the peanut. I think it's in our bedroom actually. Don't
Oh,
tell Chris Fudge my English.
okay.
I think it's peanut butter chocolate pie. It was really good.
A peanut butter chocolate pie Oreo. Oh, Mimi, let
Yes.
us know in the comments, please, what you think about that peanut butter chocolate pie Oreo. Yep. And Mimi saying hi to us. So, hello. Oh, that's so cool. That's very kind. We love the messages. Okay, one more comment for you from Mimi here. Yeah, the Oreos, absolutely. I got to try them. I got to try them. So if anyone's coming out that wants to bring a box of peanut butter, what peanut butter cookie Oreos?
Peanut butter chocolate pie.
Wow. Okay. Just going, please, please, please. Yeah. So Angel said, she says, you're not wrong about the peanut butter, peanut butter chocolate pie Oreos. Oh, wow. That sounds like heaven. Okay. Perfect. Looking forward to finding out about some more of those. Okay, cool. And we got another one here from Sean V from the basement. Those Oreos might be, wait, hang on. Who's that? There we go. So, Sean, from the basement, those Oreos might be the best devil I've ever had. So, I think those Oreos seem to be
Yeah,
quite nice.
he's lifting in the basement while watching a podcast. So
Gross. Oh, fantastic. Okay. So, that I love it. So, those are very, very good cookies. That seem to get the whole family happy. Well, look, just mentioning a couple of hints here to Team Canada. Hmm. If you want to bring
okay,
some for
or
the
else
announcer,
I will
bring
bring you some next year, but you gotta wait for next year.
That's cool. I can wait for next year. That's perfect. Absolutely. So, Angel, is there anything
Okay.
that you would like to chat about, that you would like to talk about?
Um. Oh. I want to talk about the powerlifting community. They are
Yes.
so, they are, I don't know what's the word to capture it. Um, Not
Wholesome?
just helpful.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know what's the one word to describe it.
Mm.
They're very supportive. People are very supportive, and I can see it especially in the world events. They're cheering for you, and they're there for you, helping you. It's just so many things. Our coaches are awesome. So, yeah, you're right. Awesome.
Yep. Awesome. Always. Awesome is my favorite word in the whole world.
Yeah, I think I love the powerlifting community.
Mm.
I see that the sports the sports in the community is really different from other sports.
Yes.
I know that other sports, but I know that it's very unique. It's very you competitive, like you're competing with another lifter, but you also cheering for the other
Hmm.
lifter. You know what I mean? It's just weird.
Yeah.
Like you want everybody to be successful. Of course, you want yourself to be successful, but you also want the others to be successful. And it's just a very unique sport that we are very supportive of each other.
Yeah. And that's it. Like you're cheering for the person who you're competing against because you want them to do as well as possible. So you've got to bring your number one game. And that's what's so cool.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know,
And then
I
the
know.
other thing is,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
okay, sorry. The other thing is I find lifting is you continue to learn. I just there's nothing like it's just a continuous learning with the sports,
Mm.
with not just the lifting heavy. It's so many things, it's so many variables in terms of like, if you do this you affect this, if you do improve on this you actually do
Hmm.
this, like it's just little things like for example I'm trying different things, it's my off season with deadlift. I have tried like maybe wider, maybe closer, toes further, like
Mm-mm-mm.
it just changed so much stuff. It's just a continuous learning with lifting. It's just not like, okay, I've done it, now what? No, it's just continuous learning.
That's absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely. And I think also as we age and our bodies change, we need to adapt our lifting
Yeah,
to that.
exactly.
So it keeps it
And
new
also
and fresh. Mm. Pardon?
with kids or people dropping or with kids continuous growing, like I see my kids
Hmm.
continue to be taller. So when they're little 7 or 9, of course they are not like the build like that, so the forms has to change. Maybe conventional works better, maybe sumo works better, maybe wider grab, narrow grab, like all that kind of thing is just as your body change.
Absolutely, absolutely. And one more comment here from Steve. So he's just said the powerlifting community doesn't exist in any other sport. We are unique and with a capital U and a journey of continuous learning. He says, well said, Angel. Absolutely well said. So that's, yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
thank you.
yeah. I think, and anyone looking for a community that they want to belong to, that will want to feel part of, that is warm and welcoming, they have to try powerlifting. They really do have to come into the sport because it's very special. So,
Yeah, it is fun. It's not just about lifting. It's about enjoying the moment. Volunteers there to help you. Everybody cheering for you. Like as soon as like, oh, you seem to be a bit struggling, like all the ups, up, all the cheering and yelling. Like
yeah,
you don't know who that person is. You just up by like up.
yeah, exactly. Up, you got this. You walk past a
Yeah,
complete stranger. You got this. Absolutely.
exactly. Like,
Yeah.
who's that person yelling? I don't even know that person, but hey, why not?
But you know, talking about that, I just remember sort of the team Canada at the swimming pool at the Cabanas last year at World Bench. It was such an awesome group, and then everyone else came around them, the British guys, and everyone else sort of was filling around. And even at the pool, you're having so much fun, and it's such a community. Off the platform, out of the competition, everyone's really getting on well
Yeah,
and having a great time.
yeah,
Oh,
that's very
that's
true. I
awesome,
miss
sure.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's
but
also like after you
yeah,
after you finish the competition is also how to manage the. I think one of my friends said it's the post lifting blues,
yes, yeah, it's
because you
such a
actually
good
went from
point.
the high and coming down like, oh yeah,
back to real life, back to the real world. That's the thing. It's a lot of fun.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Now what? Like
yeah,
now,
yep.
yeah. Now you reset.
Uh, Hold on, we have another comment here from Sean. How old are you? Yes, loaded question. You can smack me later if you want.
Is he asking me?
I think he's asking you. I
Was he
don't think
asking you?
I'm going to be able to smack him. So I think he's asking you. So, Sean, who's the question for? So I think,
Do some homework. Sean. You can look it up on Open Powerlifting website and when
yeah,
what weight class Nick is lifting or I'm
yeah,
lifting. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
come on, you gotta do some homework.
Well, listen, I'm easy. I mean, listen, for me, it's easy. I'm 53, so I'm still a spring chicken, and
Oh, I'm a bit. I'm a little bit younger than you, Nick. I'm 52.
yeah. So there we go. Perfect. Yeah, that's it. So you win. You're younger, and so he said for Angel. So now we know we've answered that. So going to go lock the basement. And yeah, we got something here from Mimi as well. Team Canada is pretty special, and the Vandenbergs are at the heart of it.
Oh,
So that's very special. I think just a comment like that from Mimi Frank says everything about the sport, right? And that's it. It
yeah.
becomes from a team to a community to a family. I think that's sort of the evolution, and very quickly you become part of that family.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
Exactly. Yeah. I just again, no words to describe other than awesome.
Yeah, other than awesome. I love it. That's it. We need that on a t-shirt
Yeah.
as well. Powerlifting is awesome, and the people in powerlifting are absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
So for sure. And I think that's a great place sort of to end the conversation. Unless there's anything else you'd like to add?
I think we cover quite a bit. It's
Yeah, we
just
covered a lot.
very, very happy to be here. And then I'm
Mm,
glad that we talk a little bit about kids growing in the sports, how the
yeah.
sports in general has grown in Canada, how we value our friendship across countries and all that. Those are all really, really great, great, great things.
Okay, absolutely true, and it's a very special place. And look, you got there's a reason I'm wearing this red. I mean, I love all the teams, I love all the countries, but just from World Bench, Team Canada's got a very special place in my heart. You guys are awesome. So, and it was so
Oh,
easy just to reach out to a couple of the guys, say, right, I need you to bully your teammates to come onto the podcast so we can chat. So, if there's anyone you'd like me to chat to as well, please let me know so that we can chat to the guys. Mimi, for you, we're looking forward to having you back on as well. And so yeah, so Angel, thank you so much for your time. We really do appreciate. Thank you for giving up a Sunday to chat to us. We really do appreciate it.
it's okay. It's just we're just watching Formula One. I think they're racing in
Yeah.
Singapore this weekend. Just can't wait to watch
Yes.
it. I think it
Yeah.
already happened. So I cannot give you social media because I don't want to know the
Yeah.
results.
Okay. Cool. No, no results. Don't worry. Don't worry. There will be no results. I promise. All right. So, thank you again so much for your
Great.
time, and we're looking forward to
Thanks for
chatting to you
having
soon.
me, Nick.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see you in Cape Town. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to have to organize a couple of Cape Town tours because I grew up there. So I want to show you guys
Oh, okay.
all the secret places, all the awesome beaches, the little hidden gems of Cape Town that make it so special. So I can't wait to do that with you guys.
So you recommend stay extra 2 weeks maybe after the competition?
Absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely, if you
we'll do.
can. Like, and 2 weeks is you'll still have so much stuff and time. You There's so much to do there. It's a very, very special
Okay.
place. And then even hire a car. You go up a little bit up the garden route, and a lot of it's. There's so much to do. So 2 extra weeks, I can recommend that for everybody. Absolutely. So, and then we got one
Okay.
lot.
Sounds good.
We got a closing comment from Steve. Great interview. Thank you, Steve. And I'm sure also you'll be
Thank you.
meeting. You'll be meeting Steve in Cape Town next year as well. So yeah, because
Awesome.
yeah,
Okay.
I think he'll be at Sun City in 2026. Although he's not a junior, he looks like a junior. He looks like 19 years old. It's very annoying, Great-o. All right. Thank you so much, Angel. It was great to chat to you again.
All right.
Take
Thank you.
care. Ciao.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good afternoon.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Oh, what a fantastic interview with Angel van den Berg, and great to speak to her again. We met at Sun City last year at World Bench. Just really, all of the teams are awesome. Team Canada has a very special place in my heart, and really a wonderful group of guys. That's why I'm wearing this. And then stay with us. We'll be back in about 9 minutes when we're chatting to Claude. Alex Gumont. I hope I'm not destroying it. We'll get the right pronunciation from Claude now. We got another Team Canada member up in about 8 minutes. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you then in about 8 minutes. Come back in. It'll be a new episode. You've been watching Coffee and Conversations with Champions, and this is the powerlifting edition for Emmet Media. I'm Nicholas Ingle, your host, and I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes. Glass of water, cup of coffee, run to the bathroom. We'll see you guys now.